God had blessed me with my husband, Carlos, but I didn't really see the blessing at that moment. I took a lot of things for granted. God was telling me to marry him, and it was a struggle for me because I could be a stubborn person. He wasn't doing things that I feel like I wanted to be with. And then I started to question, I'm like, God, did I make a mistake? Was that on me? I pictured this person for me, and that's not what I'm getting. I even started to question the Holy Spirit speaking to me. I said, God, I'm going to surrender to you because I don't know what I'm doing. I just feel like I'm making things worse, and I don't even know where to go from here. All I know is that I'm going to surrender my life to you. I'm going to surrender everything to you. And I took off social media. I mean, I went in my bubble and I had no expectations of what I wanted because at that point, I said, what I wanted ain't working. So, God, like, you need to transform me and do something within me. And let me tell you something, not so long after that, he just made things happen for me to get back with my husband. We've been together since. I think he needed to separate us because we were both playing games. We were both not leaning into him. And he needed to do that to shape us to the people we are now.
It just goes to show, like when God tells you something, it doesn't mean that everything's going to work out perfectly. All he's asking of us, right, like you did, was I told you this was your person. I told you to marry this person, but then you took it in your own hands and started messing it up, right? You started taking control and like doubting, well, he's not acting like the perfect person, but, you weren't perfect either. Like God was just asking for you guys to lean into him, because before Carlos came into your life, you were feeling lonely. You were feeling alone, wanting that fulfillment, that love from someone. And he gave you that. You couldn't see it, even though you knew God told you. Well, that happens to a lot of us. We go off the path from what God has told us. And, we know that was him, but then we start questioning because things are not perfect. They're not all working out in the same way that we want. But our relationship with God and our path with God is a journey.
Great minds and leaders of the future.